Welcome to Easygolife, where we simplify digital success, explore cutting-edge tech, game-changing marketing hacks, and more, crafted to inspire and empower every generation. Let's innovate and thrive
Welcome back
together.
to our Learn Website Designing and Development from Scratch series. In our previous videos, we built a solid foundation by creating basic web pages using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. We've explored how to structure content, apply styles, and add interactivity to our web pages, transforming static designs into dynamic user experiences. Now, it's time to take our web development skills to the next level by introducing a powerful tool for creating dynamic, data-driven websites, PHP. This sixth installment, Introduction to PHP, will open the door to server-side programming, enabling you to build web applications that respond to user inputs, interact with databases, and deliver personalized content. In this video, we'll explore what PHP is and how it plays a critical role in modern web development. We'll guide you through setting up your local development environment using tools like XAMPP, WAMP, or MAMP so you can run and test PHP scripts on your own machine. You'll learn the basic syntax of PHP, including how to work with variables, loops, and conditional statements, and by the end of this video, you'll be equipped to create your first simple PHP script. Get ready to add a powerful new tool to your web development toolkit as we dive into the world of PHP. Let's get started. Welcome to our introduction to PHP, a key player in dynamic web development. Unlike static HTML, PHP enables your web pages to interact with users and adjust content in real time. In this section, we'll explore what PHP is, how it works behind the scenes, and why it's crucial for creating interactive and personalized web experiences. Let's dive in. PHP, Hypertext Preprocessor, is a server-side scripting language used to create dynamic web pages. Unlike HTML, which is static, PHP allows you to create web pages that can change based on user input, database interactions, or other factors. For example, PHP can be used to build login systems, handle forms, or display personalized content. Setting up a local development environment is essential for working with PHP on your own computer. Tools like XAMPP, WAMP, and MAMP provide everything you need to run PHP scripts, including a web server, a database, and PHP itself. In this section, we'll walk you through the setup process, so you can start developing and testing your PHP projects locally before deploying them online. Let's get started. To run PHP on your computer, you need a local development environment. Tools like XAMPP, WAMP, or MAMP provide a package that includes a web server, like Apache, a database server, like MySQL, and PHP. This allows you to run and test PHP scripts on your own machine before uploading them to a live web server. XAMPP works on Windows, Mac OS, and Linux. WAMP, designed for Windows. MAMP, designed for Mac OS. Understanding the basic syntax of PHP is crucial for writing effective PHP code. PHP scripts are embedded within HTML using special tags, and learning these foundational elements will allow you to create dynamic and interactive web pages. In this section, we'll cover the essential PHP syntax, including how to write simple commands, use variables, and output content to the web page. Let's dive into the basics of PHP syntax. PHP code is embedded within HTML using special tags PHP. Here's an example of PHP syntax. In this example, the echo statement outputs "Hello, world" to the web page. PHP code ends with a semicolon. Variables, loops, and conditional statements are fundamental components of PHP that allow you to create dynamic and responsive web applications. Variables let you store and manipulate data. Loops enable you to perform repetitive tasks efficiently, and conditional statements help you make decisions based on different conditions. In this section, we'll explore how to use these key programming constructs in PHP to add functionality and logic to your web scripts. Let's dive into how these elements work and how you can apply them in your PHP projects. Just like in other programming languages, PHP has variables to store data, loops to repeat actions, and conditional statements to make decisions. Variables, used to store data. Here, $name is a variable storing the string Alice. Loops, used to repeat actions. This loop prints numbers 0 to 4. Conditional statements, used to make decisions. This checks if $age is 18 or more and prints a message accordingly. Creating a simple PHP script is a great way to see PHP in action and understand how it interacts with user input. In this section, we'll walk through the process of building a basic PHP script that handles form data and generates dynamic content. By learning how to collect user input, process it, and display results, you'll gain a hands-on understanding of PHP's capabilities. Let's get started with crafting your first functional PHP script and see how easy it is to bring interactivity to your web pages. To see PHP in action, let's create a simple script that takes user input from a form and displays it back to the user. HTML form. This form collects a name and sends it to a PHP script, process.php, for processing. PHP script, process.php. This script receives the name from the form, stores it in a variable, and prints a greeting. By understanding these key points, you'll be able to start using PHP to add dynamic functionality to your web pages. With PHP, you can create more interactive and personalized user experiences on your website. We're diving into writing code using Visual Studio Code. I've already prepared the code for you, and I'll be walking you through it step by step. I assume you're already familiar with the basics of coding, so let's jump right in. As you can see, I've just pasted the code here. This is a good time to review everything line by line. It's important to make sure that the syntax is correct and that no errors are highlighted. I'm now scrolling through the code, keeping an eye out for any red lines. These red lines indicate errors, and we want to make sure there are none before we move on. This step is crucial because even a small typo can cause the entire script to fail.
Great.
The code looks perfect. No errors in sight. That means we're ready to see it in action. Now, let's switch over to the browser and run this page. This is where all the magic happens. By calling this page, we'll execute all the code we've discussed, one step at a time, and see the output live. And there you have it. Our code is running smoothly, without any issues. This is the final step in the coding process, where we see all our hard work come to life. Remember, always double-check your code for errors before execution. It saves a lot of time and hassle in the long run. As we wrap up this video on Introduction to PHP, you've learned how PHP can transform static web pages into dynamic, interactive experiences. We covered the basics of PHP, from setting up your local development environment to writing your first PHP script. In our next video, we'll dive into connecting PHP with HTML. We'll explore how to seamlessly integrate PHP with HTML to create dynamic content and interactive web pages. You'll learn how to handle form data, generate HTML dynamically, and effectively combine PHP and HTML. Stay tuned to take your web development skills to the next level.
If you enjoyed this video, give us a thumbs up and share it with your friends. For more exciting content on tech, inspiration, and lifestyle, make sure to subscribe and join our community. Got a topic you want us to cover? Drop a comment below and let us know.